Hello.
It's checkout day. I'm Janae and this is Jason. We've embarked on the adventure of a lifetime. We're two ocean-loving Aussies travelling the world by sailboat and making movies along the way. Tune in every week for new episodes. Enjoy and don't forget to subscribe. Fingers crossed, we don't have any dramas.
Woo!
We shouldn't do, but you know, they can just be pricks sometimes, so...
We've just had three ferries, not ferries,
Cruise ships.
Cruise ships rock up, so I reckon it's going to be chock-a-block full.
Two big ones there, and one huge one coming in here, so we moved the boat because we were like ahead of this boat, so it would have been a bit close for comfort. Crazy. So yeah. We're gonna head off now because we don't know if they go to the same place to get their passports stamped. I think a lot of them are coming from other countries because we're like on the border of Albania right now. So yeah, so hopefully won't have any dramas there. And then we go to Port Authority to get the boat papers checked, and then we'll get our petrol or diesel. There's like a big $2 store here, so we're just gonna get a few things from there that we need, and then we'll be off.
I don't know if this is just like a one-off design. I've never seen any other boat have it. But
I saw it on a YouTube video the other day.
Did you? It's so handy.
The one that we watched.
So we clip our boat on side on. Side on to
so
the...
It's really easy to step into because it's like secure and there's no gap, so you don't kind of go flying off it. Yeah, it's really handy. Uh-oh. Floating away.
What's going on?
At least we're drifting over that way. That's where we gotta go, so.
We got fuel.
This is like the last thing we need when we're on checkout day, but.
It probably is the car because it hasn't been done in a couple of months.
Don't say that.
More than a couple of months.
So we can get back to the boat or you'll be swimming.
She's not just a pretty face. This Sheila, who's checking us out, is a dead set. What's the word? She's like really raping Janae right now, like just with everything. She's super rude. And she told me to get out. So only one I don't understand, only one person's only allowed to be in there, but she's gonna stamp my passport without even seeing me. Yeah, Grace, eh? But yeah, I can tell Janae's gonna get upset after this because she's being so rude. Like, if you hate your job that much, why do it, you know?
We're back from checking out of Greece. So we went to the port police and she prepared all the documents, and then we went to passport control, they stamped our passports, then we took it back to her, and then we were done.
Tell us a little bit about her, hun.
She's so rude. I was like, I had to try so hard not to just speak back to her. Not that I'm like that anyway, but she was just so rude and abrupt. First of all, I was in there and then she came over because she obviously knew that I was next or whatever, and then Jason went to walk in and then she told him to go back outside, that only one of us needs to be in there, which is fine, but you don't need to be abrupt about it. And then I didn't realise that she was the one we gave our documents to, so I thought we were just getting something done with our passport. Then we go and give our documents in, so I didn't really have it ready. And she obviously got the shits over it, and then she's like yelling at me about everything, and just like rushing me, so she's stressing me out, which is just making me take longer. And then she was like, email it to this email address, and there's two emails right on top of each other, and I didn't look at where she pointed because I was too busy doing what I was doing. So then I'm like, oh, sorry, which email was it that you want me to send it to? She's like, I showed it to you, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was just so rude about everything.
It's probably easy to say it's this one.
Yeah, just say.
I showed it to you.
Yeah, like she just literally had a pole up her ass. Like, I don't understand why people get into a job like that if they want to be like that. You know you're going to work with people, just be nice. Like, anyway, it's all good in the end. We didn't have any major dramas. we got it all done.
Just
so
took a lot longer than what we thought, I think.
yeah, stuffed around a bit. So yeah, we got our Albanian flag because we didn't have one of those.
Big Albanian flag.
Yeah. So we'll fly that when we get into Albanian waters, and we've got an agent for Albania to check in because you have to do that there, which is good because at least we don't have to deal with any of this drama again. So
normally before every passage, I really do a semi-thorough engine check. I normally check the belts, make sure it looks okay, there's no tears in it, and then check the oil, check the coolant, and just look for anything that looks really odd. So yeah, I don't know if anyone else does that. And the other thing is the water coming out through the exhaust. Make sure there's some kind of water, otherwise you're gonna have a blown up engine.
all right, we took off about 20-30 minutes ago, and we actually left the anchorage for the first time by putting the sails up without the motor on. It's very light wind today though, so it was a nice easy go for the first time. We've got about 8 knots currently. We had about 6 when we left, and we're currently doing just under 3 knots. So Jason's decided to get the cruising chute out because we're sailing downwind and light wind, so it's perfect for it. So hopefully we should get there a little bit faster, because the speed we're going now, we're not going to get there till like 6-7 p.m. It's now 2:40. So yeah, we'll see how we go with this. Always good to get practice. Yep. So he's just setting up the pole. And then what do you do with this? Attach the drum to the front of the pole.
This is a bit dodgy. You definitely probably shouldn't do it this way.
Jason, actually, last time we did this the other day, we had dolphins pop up here, but they didn't stay for long because we weren't going fast enough. And the reason they come is because they get some speed off our boat, so.
They like to play at the front of the bow, don't they?
Yeah.
Can you unravel that off the crate? And then you'll have to bring that line back.
My heart. I'm puffed. It's seriously exhausting. Pulling that up, I'm so puffed. So now that it's up, we're just setting up the line back here, although we're gonna have to
pull that in.
yeah, pull the head sail in to finish off. She's up.
She's up. That was nice and easy.
Yeah, we're getting better at it. Woohoo! Oh yeah. You picking up any speed yet? Oh. Just come through this little channel here. This is Albania. They're super close. And that is Sarande. Looks like quite a big city. There's a lot of buildings. So we're just getting down the cruising chute because we don't have favourable wind for it now. It's kind of changed direction. And then I guess we'll put the Q flag and the Albanian flag up after that, after we get sorted, because we're now in Albanian waters. Exciting. Got the head sail back up. And we're sailing again.
Quick changeover of sails, back on. And the wind completely changed too.
Yeah.
It's out of the blue.
So we're now between like a 50 and a 70, depending on which one you look at.
You could probably change the sheet to this side.
Got a decent amount of speed. 4.8. Feels fast after only doing like 3 knots.
We're actually doing 4 knots the whole time. It's just downwind, and now we're upwind.
No, it was like, every time I checked it was like 3 knots.
Nah, we're doing like 4, I reckon, on average.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, yeah.
Nah, yeah, nah.
All the good things you still have. 'Cause there will
Bye
be
bye,
a better-
Greece.
There will be
Hello, Albania.
So that's the Albania flag.
So cool.
It'll be a better one. There will be another. There will be another one. Someone you will hold on to. There will be a better one. Good things will.
I'll be right.
Yeah, when we get some wind. Woohoo!
Another country off the bucket list. Bucket list? Is this one a bucket list destination?
Well, I mean, anywhere is.
Yeah. We'll
Always ticking countries off the list. That's a bucket list item. Just ticking countries off in general.
Right, we are going 1.2 knots. And we don't have a drop of wind.
Yeah.
We got 0.1 knots.
1.7 knots. I think we should just turn the motor on now. It's just a bit silly.
No, that's cheating.
We need to get there. Come on.
We'll get there.
Now the flags are going.
It'll be a better one.
Ta-da!
There will be another. Woo! There will be another one.
It's a really cool feeling going somewhere that you've never been before by boat. Like, you're doing it all yourself, you're checking in, you're doing the whole lot yourself, which is really, really cool. And a place that no one knows nothing about, because they really only opened the borders to the public like 10 years ago, I think. Something like that, 10, 15 years ago. So it's a really mysterious place, Albania. Excited to go there though. I think it should be good.
Hello, Sarande, Albania. Yeah. Yeah, not strong, but on a 60 degree, so.
Nice smell.
Woo!
There'll be a better one. There'll be another. Oh, there'll be another. Oh, there will be another.
Bye bye, Greece.
There will be another.
Hello, Albania. It's become a thing now. How annoying do I sound from 1 to 10? Everyone let me know. Looks pretty cool. It looks like a big city. I didn't expect it. We like kind of didn't really do any research, to be honest. This is what happens when you're traveling full time. You just get a bit lazy. But yeah, lots of apartments.
It makes it more exciting when you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, you kind of don't have any expectations. So anyway, we're excited. We think we might go out for dinner tonight to celebrate getting to a new country, try some food. It's supposed to be cheap here anyway, and I did look it up and it looks really similar to Greek and Turkish, and so I don't know if it'll be really a surprise, but yeah, got to celebrate getting to a new country. So we'll do check-in, which should be pretty easy because we've got the agent, and then we can go and explore the town. We've even got her to do our gas bottles for us, so they do refills here instead of exchange, which is really handy because we've got 1 Turkish bottle, 2 Greek bottles, so we'll get them all filled up, and it only costs a little bit extra for her to go and or someone to go and take it in their car. So nice and easy, and it was much cheaper than Greece, so that's why we decided to wait. So we've been cooking with this little thing for the last couple of days, but it's a lifesaver when we run out of gas. The only thing is you just can't use an oven, so we just have to use everything in the pan, but it works. In Anchorage, we just gotta figure out where we're going, put the anchor down, and then wait for our agent to call us on the radio. Right. We're just on our way to check in. Gas bottles, and we're just heading over there where the pink building is. My friends Paul and Opal in the same day. We've already met up with them and said hello. 5 hours later. We're all checked in. It was super easy. We just met up with our agent. She took us to her office. We dropped off our gas bottles, checked our papers, took us and got our passport stamped, and then we were all done. So we've got to pick up our gas bottles, I think, in the morning. And we met up with our friends and we're going over to their boat for a couple of drinks.
And we didn't get our last gyros because they do gyros here.
Yeah, we had a gyro last night, thinking that it would be our last, and they do them here anyway, but so we got a chicken one for dinner, but it was only €2.50, which is pretty cheap for now.
$5, which is about $7.50 Aussie for a meal out.
You can burn the whole world to the ground. You can turn the whole world upside down.